Hello, my YouTube people. My God, it's been half a century or so. Sorry, I have Stevie on, but she's distracting because she's Stevie fucking Nicks, and I don't want to get in trouble for copyright. So, yeah, so I'm still alive. Great news, right? I have mostly, fingers crossed, made it through 2018. Oh, Lord. It's been a real fucking blast, guys. I'm here to tell you. It's like it started out shitty and just snowballed from there. I mean, Jesus. And it hasn't just been for me and my family. Like, everybody I know has lost someone close to them this year. Everybody has just had, money problems and relationship problems and things that they thought were really solid breaking apart. Oh, mother of a pox-ridden whore. Yeah. So, yeah, that's been pretty much the entirety of 2018. Has been a lot of bullshit, death, being flat fucking broke. I mean, I have been poor my entire life, so when I tell you guys that this may have been financially the worst year of my life, please know that's fucking incredible. I mean, I gotta give props to 2018. Like, Lord, I gotta give props to 2018. Oh, and for those of y'all who are not on my Facebook, the state of Ohio has now decided to go after Kratom from a variety of different angles because they can't win from one angle, so they're going to try others. They have now involved the Department of Agriculture in their fight because the FDA couldn't fucking make it illegal. Oh, y'all, do you know what I learned through all this? Do you know who decides what substances are illegal in this state? Y'all are gonna love this. I loved this. The Ohio Board of Pharmacy, that's directly linked to pharmaceutical companies. I mean, what could go wrong there? They are just looking out for our safety, y'all. Oh, yeah. So they went after it. And now, like I said, the Department of Agriculture is joined in the fight. It's just been one hell of a year. And apparently, if they have their way, this bitch might be moving to West Virginia. I'm not going to move to Michigan. It's too cold. Although it would be closer to my lifelong best friend. But I just can't do it. I'm really not sorry if any of y'all are from Kentucky. I love people from Kentucky, but it's really not my thing. Like, yeah, and at least my grandpa would be proud if I ended up back in West Virginia. Back as in, like, yeah, I had never lived there, but he spent a lifetime trying to get back and didn't manage it, so it would not surprise me if he pulled strings from the other side to get me there, but I really don't. Like, I lived on the Ohio River on the Ohio side in this tiny shithole town that some of my family members from grandma's side lived in because my grandma's mom was from southern Ohio and grandpa's family is from West Virginia. But no, I don't want to live in the hills. I like visiting the hills. I love my hillbilly family members. I love that I have hillbilly in me. It shows a lot sometimes. But no, I don't. So hopefully this whole Kratom thing blows the fuck over so that I don't have to uproot the whole family and go to West Virginia. yeah, let's see. I'm trying. Oh, I don't know if I had this the last time I saw y'all, but in case y'all don't know, my patron god is Hermes. And yes, this is the medical symbol and the nursing symbol and all that, but this was originally the symbol for Hermes. And so I got it on Amazon for like $10. It's a really cheap little necklace. Came with a little cheap little chain, but you can, change chains. And yeah, so if anybody out there is part of the very tiny bit of us, it seems, whose patron god is Hermes, go to Amazon. They were like $10.99. I hate to direct anybody toward Amazon because they're a horrible fucking company and they do horrible things to their employees. And frankly, Jeff Bezos makes me want to vomit. He's a disgusting human being who could end world hunger and still have billions left over and just has no bucks to give. But if you're poor, sometimes Amazon's where you gotta go. Oh, my sister's pregnant. Yes, and she is. She is due on the 25th of April. So we're going to have a Taurus. We lost Grandpa, but we're going to have a new Taurus. And she's a girl. Yay. So that'll make me 2 nieces and 1 daughter. And 3 for over here. If I ever have another child, I need 1 named Stevie. And I would prefer it to be a girl. Because Stevie loses its whole oomph. If it's a boy, it's kind of expected. Plus, it's not Stevie. So, yeah, I want 1 more child. Maybe. If my piece of shit body can handle it. And, yeah, because my niece was born on... My 9-year-old niece was born on Stevie Nicks' birthday. And I floated the idea of my sister naming her child Stevie just in case I can. And she's like, yeah, really? She's not a fan. That's how she rebelled against her childhood, was by hating a living goddess like Stevie Nicks. Oh, and John Lennon and the Beatles and the Doors. And pretty much everything good in the world. So yeah, she's pregnant and that's super exciting. And I'm going to be an aunt again, which I love. Being an auntie is so much better than being a mom. You get to actually spoil the kids. I had never had that till I had my niece. Like, all the little fucking kids that I ever took care of in my life, I was literally taking care of or raising. So you can't let them run wild and do what the hell they want. Nieces and nephews, on the other hand. I love it. This has really not been a banner year. So, yeah, it just hasn't. That's really why I've stayed off YouTube. Because there is enough negativity out in the world. I have to repost news on Facebook because some shit people need to know, and it's a drag. I mean, it is. My whole fucking page is all horrible shit that either our state government, excuse me, or our federal government is doing to us. But how are you gonna get people aware of what's going on if you don't repost it? Always make sure it's real, though. Double check your motherfucking sources. We don't need any more actual fake news out there, because that's partially how we ended up in this fucking mess that we're in right now. But it's constantly politics. And I didn't want to also come over here and spread more negativity because I have been pretty pissed off this year. I'm not going to sit and sugarcoat it and act like, oh, I've been all loving. Like, no, I haven't. I have been fucking pissed since the day this year started. And it seems like every single fucking day. But between what's going on in the world, because, you know, this shit might seem like, oh, well, it's happening out there, but it's happening to you. Tax cuts for the wealthy that affect you in all the wrong ways. You know, fucking health insurance, abortion rights. This all, if you are a normal person, and I can't imagine any fucking millionaires having any desire to hear anything I got to say. If you are a normal everyday person, they are fucking you. So, I mean, I know it's easy to be like, well, it's happening, you know, over there in the ether. No. But, I was sitting there last night because Silver Ravenwolf is doing her, sorry, I am burning up, I'm burning up, and my hair is just making me hotter in all the wrong ways. Silver Ravenwolf is doing her, great challenge that she does in December that I love it. She didn't do it last year and I was so bummed out. But I've been doing it since like 2011. The first year I started was the year that Grandpa's stomach busted, actually, the day before Christmas. And I don't think I could have gotten through the days of him being in a coma without having the challenge to, I don't know, to keep my mind on something, or I don't know what it was, but it did help a lot. And there is a morning prayer that she has in there that I have said every single day for the most part, because let's face it, sometimes you just forget your prayers, but more or less every single day since she first introduced it to us. And it really does change your life. I mean, it truly does. Like, I think it was December it was December 2012 when she first introduced this prayer to us. And by December 2013 I had found Kratom, which made me feel much better, which led me to Tony and all that. And then, you know, it kind of snowballed from there. The house, river, all that. But it does change your life. And I definitely notice a difference in myself and in how I feel on days that I say the prayers and on days that I don't. The only thing that I add to them is at the end of the prayers that she gave us, I thank all of my deities, and I thank the deities that I've used in the past that gave me my big gifts, and my guides, my ancestors, you know, all of that. But I do her prayers first, and it works wonderful. I'll put a link to her blog under this, and you can go and check it out if you want to. And she has the prayer on there because she posts it, I think, every year. But I've been doing that, and last night I had just finished this banishing bag that she wanted us to make, and I was sitting there holding it with the herbs inside, and it hit me like, you're so pissed off because you feel powerless. You are not powerless. You are powerful. Like, you are a witch. Your hands are not tied here. And I know I've mentioned, I'm sorry, my hair is driving me nuts. I'll smoke first and then I'll put it up. But I know that I have mentioned before about how when I first got into the craft, the first and only physical teacher I ever had drilled it into my head, like, you do not curse. No matter what, you do not curse. And as I have gotten older, I started thinking, like, man, that just doesn't seem right. Like, why why would the deities want you to sit there and take shit? And I'm not talking about somebody cut in front of you in the line in Subway, so you grab a lock of their hair real quick and go home and... No. I'm talking about rapists, murderers, politicians who put little babies in cages. You know, people like that. I think that I needed that message at the time that it was given to me, because my sperm donor, that's what I call my bio dad, he was in my life at the time, and he is a total piece of shit in every way, shape, or form, including when it comes to magic. And he was trying to use me unknowingly for shit that he was trying to do that he had no business doing, because he has no limits on shit that he won't do, and not in a good way. Like, he's an idiot. He's one of those people that magic should have never ever been introduced to him in any form whatsoever, because all he's done for like 30 years is abuse the hell out of it. But one day he'll pay for that, along with many other things. But anyway, he was in my life, and he was trying to use me, and thankfully, because of my teacher drilling that into my head, I'm going, no, I'm not going to be a part of this. But now I am at a point in my life where I know what's going on. I know what I'm doing, somewhat, since I've never cursed before. I kind of feel like a baby witch when it comes to this topic. But I have decided in 2019, I'm going to start cursing really shitty people. I'm not sure yet how I'm going to do it. I want to do more research, because I'm a little nervous about it. It's kind of like the way that I was terrified of hell, because that was drilled into my head from my earliest memories, even though I knew that there was no hell because I talked to dead people. It's kind of like that. Like, I know it's irrational, but I'm still a little worried about it. So if any of y'all have any suggestions, throw them my way. And if y'all think that I done lost my witchy ass mind and you have an issue, look at it like this. Okay, Gerald Gardner spent his life fighting the law in England that says that you cannot have a gun. His defense for this fighting against that was, all you are doing is putting guns in the hands of bad people and not allowing good people to defend themselves. But yet he, and from what I understand, from all I've heard, it was Gerald Gardner alone, he created the rule that you do no harm whatsoever. Even though he knew better. Like, he knew better on the physical plane, but somehow that did not carry over into magic for whatever reason. I know beyond a shadow of a doubt that our ancestors did not sit back and let horrible shit happen to the people around them and do nothing because they, they couldn't do bad magic. Which, by the way, I think that that's all an intention. Like I said, if you're sitting there fucking just doing curses to do them, and anybody who looks at you wrong or fucks up your day, then I don't agree with that. That's your business. You do you, boo-boo. But I don't agree with that. But, I mean, the fact that I have essentially put chains on myself watching all this horrible shit go on around me is just foolishness. Oh yeah, this is my old ass pinnacle. This is actually the first pinnacle I ever owned, because over the summer, I think it was, I was casting a circle, and the top of my pinnacle literally just like popped off, like something like it just popped off. it hit me in the face, kind of popped off. And at the same time, my poor little cheap $25 wedding set here, the night after that, or 2 nights after that, I woke up and there was a band to this. The wedding band part was gone. Never did find it. And there's no, like, unless it somehow broke in half and fell somewhere and I've still never found it, there is no way to get that band off without taking this one off, and this one was right on my finger. And then, like, a week after that, I found this in my box of jewelry. I've never seen it. I'd never seen it before in my life, and I have no idea where the hell it come from. But I just thought it was funny because I lost a ring and a pinnacle, and it's a pinnacle ring, and it's a charm ring. I used to love these damn things when I was like 4 or 5 years old. I would go to the flea market with my mom and her piece of shit ex-husband who molested me, and they would buy me rings like this, and I had like 15 of them, and I absolutely loved them. So I thought that was just really weird in a kind of haha sort of way. Yeah. Don't know what's up with that. Don't know if there's any meaning or if it's just like a haha kind of prank deal. But, yeah. I, for the most part, am still not without hope. Like, I still have hope. And I still truly, truly, truly believe that this year was so fucking bad because we are going into something better. But I think whether you're a witch or not, we first have to, how do I put this? Tell ourselves every day, if that's what it takes, especially if you're a woman, because, or you are a person of color, or somebody else who has been just a home, part of the LGBTQ community, or anyone who has just been beaten down, and recently it's gotten to the point where it's way worse than it was in the 90s for some communities. I mean, you think about the fact that in 1992, I believe it was, there were fucking riots over Rodney King being beaten by the police. And now, black people are shot down in cold blood by the police. These motherfuckers are not prosecuted. And it just keeps happening. I mean, like, things are getting worse, not better. But I think if we just tell ourselves every day, like I said, whether you're a witch or not, involve whatever higher power you got going on, that's perfectly fine. But just tell yourself that you are not powerless, you are powerful. And I truly think we can all find our voice and put a fucking stop to all of this horrible shit that's going on in our personal lives, in the world. Like, this ain't gonna go down like this. I'm not gonna go down like this. Man, I'll tell you what. This is the God's honest truth. Tonight, I had a total breakdown in my kitchen because my health, I don't know if it's where I'm so stressed out. I don't know if something is just getting worse. I don't know. Like, when you have autoimmune diseases and a host of other problems, it is kind of hard to determine. I really don't know what to tell my doctor because, I don't know whether to mention it or not. But I have gotten so much worse, especially these past 3 months. And I've been so fucking sick. And my feet burn constantly. And my neck hurts constantly. And my Crohn's is getting really fucking bad. And I have no idea why. And, I was just standing in the kitchen, like, bawling. bawling my fucking, like that type of crying that it comes from your soul. And I'm like, listen, man, if this is all my life is going to be, is the stress and this horrible pain and the misery, just take me now. Like, because I can't do this anymore. And, like, that's the point that I've been at. And I'm not going down like this. I figured out a solution before. I'll figure out a solution now. But I will not go into 2018 or 2019 beaten down and just accept it. No. I have never accepted defeat a day in my life, and I'm not fixing to start now. And I think that's really the attitude we all need to have. Because we're in a situation right now where, and Russell Brand even pointed this out, our government is telling us total bullshit. And it is not just Republicans. The non-progressive, non-independent Democrats, the ones who are taking the corporate fucking money just like the Republicans are. Democrats like fucking Nancy Pelosi and fucking Chuck Schumer, they are just as bad. I mean, we have Bob Mueller saying he has committed multiple felonies, and Nancy Pelosi goes on TV like, well, yeah, but is that really enough to impeach him? Well, gee, I don't know. Everybody wanted to impeach fucking Clinton over a consensual goddamn blowjob. But this motherfucker commits multiple felonies, and you have a Democrat saying, but gee, is that really enough? I mean, I don't know. And it's because the people who put money in her pocket, way more money than you or I or any other taxpayer pays the bitch. The people that she's actually working for, the corporations, the billionaires, they are benefiting. They are the only people benefiting from Donald Trump keeping that fucking office. And they're sitting there and they're doing press conferences, one right after the other. And all of them across the damn board are telling us bullshit. And they know we know it's bullshit. And yet nothing is done. So they are quite confident that we will remain compliant with whatever they do to us. And no. If we have to use the power of recall, if we have to use magic, whatever we have to do. We are human beings. We are not goddamn doormats. And wherever your power lies, if you're a writer, if you're an actor, a singer, a painter, a nurse, a teacher, wherever your power lies, you need to use it in 2019. And regardless of whether you identify as a Republican or a Democrat, right is right and wrong is wrong. And the way that everybody, but especially the poor, minorities, but all of us that are not rich white men, very rich white men especially, we're all being fucked because we are now owned by corporations. And this is not just some damn conspiracy theory. I mean, you can do research and see. And we did manage to get a few Democrats in offices that are not going to take corporate money, which means they are not bought. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez is one of them, and look at how they've gone after her. And it hasn't just been the bullshit biased media, and it hasn't just been Republicans, it's been Nancy Pelosi and her corporate Democrats too. Even Whoopi Goldberg, but she did it out of ignorance. She had no idea what she was talking about. I mean, whoever wrote, produced, whatever, should have looked up what the hell Wolfpack is and what the hell Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez was really saying when, I mean, we all support Bernie Sanders. He's an older person, and we would love to see him be president. So obviously the progressives are not against older people. It's not the fact that Nancy Pelosi and Dianne Feinstein are older people. It's the fact that they are part of the old guard. The ones who sold us out time and time again. I mean, can you explain to me any just reason to have private prisons? When you go having private prisons, you have no justice. You have no justice system. You have no fair systems. That's it. I'm just being for real. And with so many places legalizing weed, well, now they're going to come after abortion harder and try to make that a criminal act, because that's a way to get women in prison. That's cool. You know, as long as it's not rich white men who have committed multiple motherfucking felonies over a span of 4 or 5 decades. You know, as long as you don't come after them. Or rapists. No, we don't go after them. We put them on the Supreme Court. No. Enough is enough. So wherever your power lies, wherever your voice lies, we need to use it in 2019. Because we are all under attack. Not a goddamn one of us has been spared from any of this. I'm just saying. Tell me I'm wrong, please. But provide evidence. And it better not come from fucking Fox News. Nah, none of y'all watch Fox News. At least not to take it seriously. I have faith that y'all are smarter than that. I know you are. I really did miss you guys. And I'm sorry that this became a half an hour long rant about politics. And that's exactly what I did not want. But it's not. It's not really about just politics. It's about, in this coming year, because I'm sure some of y'all felt the effects of this horrible, horrible year. And this coming year, we all need to tell ourselves, we are not powerless. We are powerful. Because, buddy, if you combine all of us, the poor, the people of color, the pagans, the Muslims, the Jewish people, all of us, the LGBT community, women, you know, probably the marginalized group with the greatest number of people within that group standing with their oppressors. Yeah, women. If you combine all of us who are being fucked over by our state government, our local government, and our fucking federal government, there are a hell of a lot more of us than there are of them. In France, it took, what, 2 days? 2 days of protest. And they started getting economic equality. And that just happened, what, 2 days ago? 3 days ago? Maybe earlier this week sometime. It happened this week at some point. So, and that was the work. I know the media tried to spin this one so that it was about Muslims. What the fuck? No. It was about the fact that the wealthy kept getting more and more and more, and it was at the expense of working class people, and they had enough. I mean, France is the wrong country to blatantly yell, let them eat cake. I'm just saying. But it took 2 days. We're all sitting here getting fucked over on every level. There's more of us than there are of them. Wherever your problem lies, there's more of us than there are of them. You are not powerless. You are powerful. And I think that needs to be the mantra for 2019. In the meantime, let us get through these motherfucking holidays. They're so fun when you're poor. I mean, having a child and being poor and having it be Christmas, that is the shit dreams are made of. And yeah, let us get through the rest of this year. I hope whatever holiday you celebrate, or if you don't celebrate and you're just chilling, if New Year's Eve is your holiday, as it used to be mine back when I could get shit-faced drunk on Jack Daniels. Oh, I forgot to tell y'all, I know I've been on here 35 minutes. I need another cigarette. Talking about this shit done stressed me out. I found on Facebook a little girl that I was with her piece of shit, horrible, abusive father, the only motherfucker that ever got away with hitting me, and I stayed with him, and it was for her. I raised her from the time she was 2 until she was 5.5, and we broke up, and I still had her that entire summer, and then he started using her like a pawn. If I didn't do what he wanted, he would not let her around me, tell her that's not your fucking mom, have her, which she went through horrendous things before I ever got her. Like, horrendous. So, it got to a point where it's like, okay, Key, you can keep letting him do this, and you can really keep fucking her head up, or you can let go. And it was like losing a child. I mean, that was the hardest thing I've ever done in my life. But I found her, and she remembers me, and she's doing alright. I haven't talked to her about River, because I'm still, filling out the waters, because let's see, Dakota was born in 1996. Electra, that's her name, was born in 2006, and River was born in 2016. And those are my kids. But, so she's 12. She'll be 13 in March. Oh my god. That's fucking crazy. And, I don't really know her anymore. She's a totally different person. You're a lot different between being 5.5 and being 12.5. And, yeah, so that was awesome. That was one wonderful thing that happened this year. But, and Co getting pregnant. And, us all making it. I love you guys. And I hope you guys, if I don't see you, which I want to do a Yule video. I'm going to try. And I also wanted to do a couple of videos on, like, witching on the cheap. But hell, I may do one tonight. I don't know. For once, Tony and River are both asleep, and it's only 2:15 in the morning. So, yeah, I might get as many videos in as I can, and just say, fuck cleaning the house. Hey, my thing for today in the Great Release Challenge was to do something related to my spirituality that makes me happy. So, here it is. I love you guys, and thank you for still even giving a damn about me after the whole year that we didn't see each other, because I missed y'all, and I hope y'all missed me. And if I don't see you between now and then, Merry Christmas, Happy Yule. I should have done Yule first. So, Happy belated Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy New Year's Eve, happy just sitting around having a good fucking time with the people that you love. Alright? And remember, mantra for 2019. I am not powerless, I am powerful. And truly own that shit. Truly believe it. Oh, y'all need to also watch the movie Dumpling. Maybe it'll give you some encouragement. If nothing else, it'll make you, like, cringe and then laugh really hard. If you have any horrible memories of high school. Love y'all.